Hello and welcome to Knits and Giggles. I'm Brandie.
I am Debbie. And it's episode 19.
And we just realized that it is June 19th we're recording. So that's kind of cool. Episode 19 on the 19th. That's neat.
Not planned.
Not planned.
Well, we did plan to do this today, but not really.
Not really. Because I was sick. We were actually planning to record on the 8th and then I wasn't feeling great. So we moved it, which is kind of fun because I kind of was like, I don't have a lot to talk about. And then now I feel like it's going to be a good day.
Excellent.
A great day.
I'm going to ride her coattails.
Fair enough. All right. What are you wearing?
The people have seen this before.
That's okay.
It is the Nebula by Andrea Mowry. Well, it's by Debbie, but the pattern is by Andrea Mowry. And
every time you wear it, I'm like, I do want to make this.
It's just cozy. It was very rainy this morning, and I was going to be inside all day anyway, so I threw it on. And now it's nice out. I really don't need it, but I'm not outside, so it doesn't matter. And it's made in DK Surrey.
Bramble Ridge.
Bramble Ridge. Thank you.
Yeah, dyed it.
I know. And I keep looking at other, well, with Yarn Divas closing. Yarn Divas is closing.
I know.
It's so sad. I was looking at different fibers there because I was like, what else could I get to make another one of these?
Oh.
I bought nothing because I'm frozen in that decision making.
There.
So, one day.
Like you bought nothing from the sale?
No.
I panicked.
I put stuff in my cart and then I was like, okay, I got to do this at home when I'm not on my phone. And then I came home and went on the computer and I put stuff in my cart and didn't buy it because I'm like, I don't know. Is that enough? Do I want something else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did something I very rarely do. I just bought stuff. I didn't have a pattern in mind. I'm like, whatever. And I just tried to pick, well, I bought a DK in a color I really like, and enough for probably a sweater, 4 skeins. So I think it's going to be enough for a sweater of some sort, even if it has to be a short sleeve. And then I bought some mohair and some Surrey nettle, the blends, because I've always wanted to. And I got 4 or 5 skeins of that. And I figured, whatever, if I can make something with it, or if I can pair it with my scrappy sweaters or whatever. I bought that in a black and a gray, so it's like super neutrals.
Yeah.
I'm knitting with the Falklands right now, fingering weight. I'll show you guys that, my whip. And I wanted more of that, but they didn't have, all the neutrals were sold out or very low skeinage, like 1 skein or whatever. So I did get 2 different colors. I think one I got 2 skeins and one I got 1. Now 2 skeins of a fingering weight I could do something with. 1 skein, it could be like the striped hipster or something.
Yes.
Like there's options. So it is what it is. It'll be what it'll be.
You just add it to your stash.
Yeah, I just added it to the stash. Exactly.
What are you wearing?
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm wearing the Bella blouse.
I don't remember this at all.
Okay, well,
When was this made?
story time. Debbie should remember this because we bought this cotton together back in the day. I bought this color and you bought like a coral.
Oh,
yes. And we were going to make
a tank top?
the petite knits, the one that went, the garter one. Remember?
I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, it's a garter back and forth tank top, super cute. But when we were doing our beginning, we didn't like the way the gauge was, like the stitch definition. So we both went back to the drawing board. And I ended up with this Bella blouse, and I actually brought it up on Rav just now because this pattern, I actually really love this pattern. I messed it up so my like little things aren't quite right. This was my beginning of my knit. This is one of my first knit garments as well. But the pattern includes an option to make it with this flared ruffle sleeve, and then I think there's also
I like that sleeve,
there's the tank top like I made. And then there's also a long sleeve, which is also super cute. So I think I might make the long sleeve. And I like how, I don't know if it has, I don't know. It looks almost like it has elastic in the arms. I don't know if it really does, but it looks like it does.
Just could be super decreased right there and then kind
could
of
be,
cinch
yeah.
in and...
It's cute. I like it.
It's cute.
I don't know what I'd make it in. Like, why can't I think of my words today?
A linen?
No, I mean, I don't know what blend I would make it in. I don't know what.
Oh.
I think something light, like not a wool.
No.
I do. I like this. It does pill a bit.
I also found, so I was thinking of wearing mine today.
Did you finish it?
I did finish it.
I didn't know that. Or have I seen you wear it?
I'm sure you did, but I don't wear it because I made some big mistakes in it that don't look like they're designed.
Artistic?
No. Because it's lace and...
What did you make?
Oh gosh, what is it called? I'll find it in Ravelry.
It's not the love note.
No.
I need to throw another pillow behind me so I can lean back because I feel funny. Let's see it. Right now.
It is something. I will find it somewhere.
I just remember the color you purchased. It was like a bright coral color.
Yes.
Salmon or something. And I actually have a little bit left over of this. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with it.
This top.
Oh. The rib lace raglan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And your mistakes would be very visibly.
Yes, because I screwed up where there's yarn over, so you can kind of see it in the lines. Like, my iPad's plugged in. Let's unplug. So it looks like that. And mine is short sleeve like that. And I didn't crop it as much. But just, yeah, I messed up. Like, and you can see it right in the front.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And what I was going to say about the fabric is I find it stretches a lot.
Yeah.
It's very stretched out. And I don't love how it fits. Even though it has those mistakes, I could throw it over a tank top and maybe you wouldn't notice it that much. But because it's just so stretched out, it is like super...
Yeah.
Like, and I didn't want it that way.
Mine stretches on the bottom a lot. Like, it is very... You can see that.
Like long and wide?
And kind of... See how it, like, flares? It did not flare when I first...
Yes.
That being said, I'm going to admit to something. You guys can be like, Brandie, I had this hanging in my closet, not folded flat.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So, probably...
Maybe.
Part of the problem, maybe? I'm not sure. It feels nice. It's cotton. I am not a lover of cotton.
Me neither.
The feel of it.
It feels squeaky.
Yes, but I believe I don't have the yes. I don't have the band, but I believe it's cotton viscose. Possibly.
Yes,
So
I think it might be.
It's got like a sheen to it. It's very nice. I love this color though. I very rarely wear this because of the bag out because I feel like it makes my belly look awful. But I like this view. It's great. Can't see the stretch.
From here up, it's cute.
It's cute. Yeah, there you go. Whips.
Okay. The never-ending district cowl. Guys.
It's like the Hunger Games. It literally is never ending.
It's never ending. It feels so long. It's like I'm knitting a shawl, and I don't like shawls because they take so long. And I thought, oh, it's a cowl. I love this cowl. No, it's basically I'm knitting a shawl and then turning it into a cowl. So,
that's a fair assessment, actually.
Yes. Now, I think I've talked about this before, how I screwed up. It kind of reminds me right now of like a bird foot. Chicken foot. It's supposed to have another like raised V from down here, but I missed that, and then I'm like, well, I'll just put one up here, and then it will have another one, but I'm skipping that one too, otherwise it'll look weird. So I only increase 2 stitches every like 6 rounds. And I have to get to 106 stitches on my needles, and I'm at like 80 something. And so it feels like it's taking forever.
And you don't increase every round, so it's multiple rounds before you increase. Yeah.
Yes. Because then I get 2 every 6 rounds, and it's, 6 times another 20. So I have like a lot of rows to go
120
still.
rows.
A lot.
It's a lot.
And
that's how I felt with the inclinations cowl at the end. You're like, you're decreasing. I'm like, yes, I'm decreasing 2 stitches every 4 rounds, and you have to do it 25 times.
And
that's 100
I should weigh my yarn because as it gets bigger, like I feel like I'm gonna run out. I probably won't, but like it just feels that way. And then once I get it all the way that long, I have to fold it in half and seam up the entire long side.
And then when you're done, you're gonna have a beautiful cowl.
I will, but it seems like such a waste of knitting
to fold it and go long.
Yeah,
Waste of knitting.
Because like
you heard it here, folks.
I don't know,
it's a waste of knitting. Tell us how you really feel about knitting shawls.
Well, it's like half wasted.
So what would you do instead?
Not knit it double wide and seam it up the side? Like, why not just knit it so it increases down one side and is flat down one side?
And a thicker yarn.
Like
a DK.
And then you can still do the whole thing to like connect it and make the cowl. Like, this is how it will end up looking.
Yeah, why couldn't you just... Yeah, fair enough.
I get it. Max is trying to be creative with his new fandangled design here. But like, Max... it's
Debbie doesn't like knitting shawls that turn into cowls.
Well, I thought I would, but like it's taking so long and so that's the never ending one. And one day it will be ended and I'll wear it and I'll be like, wow, it's so nice.
I hope so.
And I will never knit it again.
I hope it's not like something else where you're like, oh, I don't like the way the increases are on the back of my neck, so I'll never wear it. And that took me 38
I will force
hours.
myself to wear it. Unless the mohair's itchy, because I've never worn mohair before.
With the caveat of... Okay, so, my whip... I have 2 whips. One whip is still in my car, and it's just a dishcloth. But this is my hipster top. And if you remember, I think I had like a little bit of this done, and now I've got one front part. And I've got quite a bit of the back. I have to measure. I have to do 5 3/4 inches, but like I'm getting there. It's gonna be And then I'll do the other front shoulder, and then I'll join in the round. Join in the round and do it. Not in the round. Sorry. No, not in the round yet, because you have to keep increasing for the V-neck before you join. But I will join the arms or something.
It looks so much. I don't know what the word, like you're using denser yarn or thicker yarn than your other one. It looks that way, but it doesn't feel that way.
No. And the other one was the linen, or not, linen silk blend? Linen silk alpaca from Crackle Fibres with just a regular fingering weight. But that being said, the other one, the regular fingering weight that I used, the merino, I feel like it felt like a lighter fingering weight than this one. Like it looked like a lighter fingering weight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's also like just the variegation of this other yarn that just makes it look filled in or something.
Yeah. No, I agree. Also the linen, it has that like alpaca and linen kind of threads in it. So it kind of looks, it's got a different visual look to it. I should have brought it so you get like.
It's so nice. I can't wait.
I can't wait. And this is the Falklands. This is black. Is the Falklands that I bought from Shore Park Yarn Divas. Not Shore Park. St. Albert Yarn Divas. And then I wanted more. And I ended up just getting random skeins because this is wool, untreated wool. Like not superwash. Feel it.
It is very soft.
It feels like superwash. But not without that like kind of
slippery.
Yeah. But it's so soft. I wish they had DK in that base. I would have bought it all.
Yeah.
For all the garments.
Again, so sad they're closing.
It's such a drape. I think this is gonna drape so nicely. I'm really excited about it. I'm finally knitting a little bit more.
Yarn Divas is closing on the 29th of June.
Yeah, so 10 days.
Yeah, everything's 40% off with code DIVAS. So if you go to their website or you go in person, everything's on sale. And if you do go in person, they're also selling all of their fixtures. So like the furniture, because they had like retro vintage furniture in their store.
Wonderful furniture.
And they're selling all of it. So yeah.
Sad. I'm really sad. I actually told Jeff on the phone last night that this had happened, and I was sad. Because it's kind of funny. The Edmonton area, when I first started knitting, they had one yarn store, and it was Riverside Yarns over on the west end, which is not close for me. And I went there once. And then, I don't remember what year, but like a few years ago, all of a sudden Fibre Nook opened. And then a couple more opened, Statement. And I didn't know about Little Blue Flower or whatever, but Numana. And then Yarn Divas. But now it seems like it's the like, closing is happening. And that makes me sad.
And they're a good store because they're very versatile in what they stocked.
And they do their own dyeing. So
yeah, I wonder if they're going to keep dyeing, and just selling their own.
They didn't say. I doubt it because their dye studio was in the.
True.
Was in the store.
I don't remember if they, previous to opening the store, if they had a line.
I don't remember that either. I do not remember that. FOs.
I have another whip though.
Oh, sorry.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know you had another whip.
Well,
is it your?
It's the whip, the year old whip.
Never-ending whip.
Okay, but I have bound off the top shoulders.
What's your question?
Do I add sleeves or should I leave it
as a vest?
Just ribbed. Now, I feel like I should put it on and show you.
I feel like I need to see it.
But which side is the front? That's the question. This one?
It almost looks the same.
I know, it's not, but it's pretty much the same. It's a little bit.
It looks like the back, is the ribbing different on the bottom?
No.
Okay.
The difference is that the one side is deeper before it was joined in the round. I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
I'll just put it on and we'll see.
My gut says sleeves. Yeah. You're thinking just ribbing and making it a short sleeve?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
I have to still like to seam up this bit. Yeah. And
I don't know, Debbie. I feel like it needs sleeves.
Okay.
Because it looks like a cozy sweater. And without sleeves, I mean, it looks nice like that with a little cap sleeve, but how much will you wear it?
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's warm.
It probably
it's cozy.
It
needs sleeves. Yeah.
Okay.
But I have seen it on you like before. This is better. This fits.
Yes.
Fits you so much better.
So much better.
It looks so much better.
Yes. It needed definitely to be ripped out and done again because the sleeves were so tight before, like right up to my armpit, and it was super cropped. It was horrible.
I am going to make a note of that because I feel like that's kind of what my frame is too. It's too tight in the arms. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But if I were to make an Andrea Mowry pattern again, that's a sweater, I just might make that adjustment on my own in the pattern.
Just increasing how high you go up.
Go up a little bit more so that, yeah.
So basically, it was here.
Yeah.
I increased like that much.
That's a lot. That's several inches.
Yeah.
That's like almost, yeah. I'm not good at this, but I'm going to say 4.5 inches.
A lot.
It's a lot. That's a lot. It fits you so much better, though.
Yeah. So now I just have to then do the sleeves, which I have this much Surrey left.
You just split it in two?
So I'm going to. And then I'll just go however long I can.
Yep.
And then I have... I think I have a whole other skein of the gray DK, which is easy enough to get because it's a Stell, so it's not like it's
you wouldn't have to worry about that a lot too much.
And then I have this much of this spin cycle left, but I also have 2 or 3 other skeins of spin cycle, so I could just add in more that would go with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the other ones like blue and purple, I think, that I have, so it would flow anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I could be fine. Alternatively, I was like, what if I just do gray sleeves only? But then I think that might look weird.
It would look weird. I think it would look weird.
Yeah, probably. That's just my laziness.
Because you also have the texture, right? Like, you're not just going you're going the texture of the Surrey. If you take that out, I think it's gonna...
Yeah.
I vote no.
Okay, well, there we go. So it's going to get sleeves and stay with pattern. But yay. I'm almost done.
That's so exciting.
It took me forever to
we
finally
started
pick it up
in
and
like
finish this.
March-ish, April last year. So yeah, so you know, like it's just like a 14, 15, 16 month project. No biggie.
Well, by the time I'm actually done the sleeves.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Might be 2 years.
No. I'll aim for the fall for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Aim.
Because then I can actually wear it when it's colder out.
Yeah.
So.
Cool. Okay. FO set?
Well, I don't have any FOs, so.
Well, I've got a bag. A stuffed full bag.
Of FOs?
Of FOs.
Oh my god.
It is. Okay, so I did show this on the last podcast, but I wove in the ends and I blocked it. And you know what? I'm going to put it on. My scrappy sweater is done. So I blocked it and I only got the body wet. I left the sleeves out. But
I wondered how you were going to do this.
Oh, yes. But so funny. The next morning.
Did you spray it?
No, I just kept the sleeves out and
you actually soaked it. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but I put it on my block of mats, put it on my table, and I flopped the sleeves over.
Mm.
The next morning, the one sleeve, totally fine. The other sleeve, Jeff says, there's a puddle of water on our floor.
Oh,
It
no.
had soaked the water up, and then one of my kids, well, I shouldn't blame anybody, but somehow the sleeve went from being on the blocking mat and the table, like just like this, to hanging over the edge.
So the weight of it.
The weight of it all night.
Oh my god.
So I was like, no. And Jeff's like, it's just water. And I was like, no, my sleeve. And he's like, I don't get it. And I'm like, look, there's this like long sleeve and then short sleeve.
Oh
You
god.
could totally see it. He's like, oh. And I was like, because the weight of the water and it being like down is like, bleh.
The science of the knitting.
Yes. So everybody said I put on Instagram, like I didn't know how to do it. And everybody said I should try steaming it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I need to get a steamer because how I've steam blocked in the past is I have, don't laugh at me, I have an iron that has a steam function.
Yes,
somebody
told
told
lots of people do.
Somebody said that won't work.
It does so.
Okay, well I tried
not?
it. I tried it the one time, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was like worried. But like you just go above it. You don't put the iron on your knit. Yeah, but somebody said, "Oh, I don't think that's gonna work." So the internet said. So I was like, "Okay, fine, then I won't do that." Okay, well that's good to know because I don't want to buy another thing.
Well, I've had a steamer on my Amazon list for a while because I like make these wish lists on Amazon in case somebody like needs gift ideas. My spouse. So, not that he's actually bad at gift ideas because anytime I mention something, he has his own list running.
That's amazing.
So then he's like, "Oh, you mentioned this 2 years ago. Here you go."
So the sleeve's a little wonky, like, but it's fine.
Yeah. That's so cozy.
It is so cozy. It is like,
oh my god, I love the back so much.
I love it. It's so cozy. So
Who cares about the sleeve? It looks good.
you can't really tell.
No.
Well, you can see how it like bagged out.
Yeah.
And this one didn't. Not nearly as much. That's what happened. Was the water just like, it's fine. It's meant to be oversized. Yes. When I first put it on, my husband was like, "Does it shrink?" I was like, "No." For the first time in my entire life, I made a big knit. My plan is to wear it with like leggings and just like be cozy.
It's so nice.
Yeah. This might be TMI, but I think it's funny, so I'm gonna share this story.
Okay.
A few years ago, over Christmas break, because I teach preschool, so I had 2 weeks off, I went through a phase where I was like not wearing a bra. I was wearing this thrifted sweater. And it was just like so cozy. Now it's not cozy. Now that I'm knitting my own clothes, I'm like, this is like, ugh. It's like, I don't know, some fake fiber. I don't even want to wear it anymore. But at the time, it was really cozy, and I'd go braless, and I would like the whole 2 weeks. And it was like the day or 2 days before school started again. And my husband looks at me and goes, "You know, you're going to have to start wearing a bra again and a different sweater." And I was like, "Oh, did you notice?" Like, I would get up in the morning and like our house was sick. I had been sick for a few days or whatever, so we didn't go anywhere. And I'd just be like, choosing a new outfit was too much work for me, so I just put the same sweater on. And like, okay, so this sweater is going to replace the achy sweater. That's my plan. It's gonna be my cozy sweater.
That's a great idea.
I know, I like that. It's great. But I'm hot, so I'm gonna take my cozy sweater off.
I don't have the AC on in my house today because I was like, it's cold this morning, and I didn't turn it on. But now it is a little warm inside.
Okay. Okay, before I put my knit on, let's reach into the bag of finished goods here. And my Inclinations cowl is finished.
Isn't it so long? That's the way my shift is, too.
I wish it was a little bit shorter. I'm gifting it, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so also, you can kind of see the ribbing on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is technically the wrong side. This is, Andrea Mowry says this is the wrong side. I like it.
I like that side.
So I seamed it, and I don't think it's going to even matter. If my friend decides to wear it the other way, the seam is like, it's whatever. It's at the back. It is a little knot, like it sticks out a little bit. But I love it. I love how the marling,
the
color,
yeah,
showed up.
It turned so nice.
I really love it. I wish that I had, maybe I could figure this out. If I could figure out, because I want to make another one for myself, if I could figure out just to make it like even 3 inches shorter. Because I find, I'm going to turn it the other way so you can see the right side. And you can see my seam is not great on that side. So this is the right side. Yeah, like I feel like on me, that's my belly button.
Yeah.
And to me that feels like just a tad bit long. Like I would like it to sit exactly, I would like it to sit where my night and day cowl sits.
Right.
Which is a little bit higher. And I kind of walked around the house in it, but like this feels like Snuffleupagus. Like there's too much up here. It looks like an uncircumcised penis. You're welcome. I don't know. It's weird. So
I don't think it does. Maybe I haven't seen one in a while. I don't know.
I actually don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyways. Okay, so yes. Weird. I don't know if it felt weird. So I wish I could just make it a little bit shorter.
I wonder if through maybe in a repeat section or something, you can just like take out some. I don't know how it's.
There's always increases and decreases. Oh. Always. So there's always increases and then decreases. So I don't know how to make that work. I don't know. I was thinking with the cast on. Maybe or I don't know. The other thing, when you were like, oh, maybe this, I thought you were going to say, I could look at the projects. Maybe somebody has done it.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah,
or
it's just a little bit
maybe
long.
It's in the fiber, because what weight is it knit in?
So the skeins didn't say what weight it was, but I looked up on Ravelry and people were saying this was a DK weight, which is what I was supposed to be knit in.
It's supposed to be knit in DK weight, but you held this double.
No, I didn't.
What?
No, I didn't hold the double.
I'm really confused.
I didn't hold the double.
How did you marl it? Didn't you pull from two ends?
Yes.
So you held the double?
No.
What?
All right. Basic knitting. I knit across with one strand and then back across. Picked up the other side and went across and back and then switched.
Okay.
Basically striped it, but didn't. Because you don't see the stripes. Like, it's not stripy because it was two different colors. And you're supposed to do it like that. That's how she does it. She does it with, like, I think two spin cycle.
Right.
2 different spin cycles.
Okay. So it's just striped. In my mind, marling is holding two together.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I said the wrong word.
I was really confused.
Whatever. Someone said I liked how you marled your cowl, and I went with it.
Yes, it does look like that, though, because...
It does look like marling.
Yes, because just how the yarn is. It changes color.
Because and the yarn, you can see, it has red and...
Yes. So the yarn itself
it starts as a solid and then brings in a color. And yes, that's why I had to pull from 2 different ends, because otherwise one big chunk would have been just straight up pink, because that's what it...
I see.
Right? So yeah.
Okay.
So that's... Hold on, please wait while I get that on. Like, it's so long. But it's beautiful. Like,
yeah.
I'm so happy with it.
Oh, in this you can really see the color blocking.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
That's really cool.
So my plan with the next one, because I didn't... Next time I'm going to pull from the middle. I'm going to wrap it into a new skein, half of it. I didn't do that until I was already started. I'd already done a big section. So I think that will change it a bit. Because here I ended definitely very close colors. I think it'll change that. Yes, because this was the start. Also, the seaming of it, like I feel like I did not expect the seam to be so long. I don't know why, but I guess that's long. It's a long little snuffle up, I guess. You're welcome. You're not gonna see that now. Okay. You don't have any other. Okay, so the next thing.
I have a question first.
Yes.
From your angle, does my face look really dark?
To be completely honest with you, Debbie, because of the ring light, all I see is like the ring light. I close my eyes and there is ring light. Like I am literally blinded by the light. So I don't know what you look like. I don't know what I look like. I don't know what that shawl looked like. It was just bright light.
Okay. The issue is, we're in my office and the overhead light, well, first of all, that would just be poor lighting anyway. But it's not good. And then the way the window is over here, it's not very bright. It's also dark outside. So I'm using the ring light, which when I'm looking at you on the camera, you look all bright and lit up. But my face looks dark on this half from my angle.
So you do, I think. Yeah, I am kind of bright. Oh, maybe it's there. Okay, people would be like, come on, guys. I don't know. I hope
if I look dark, that's why.
She's the devil and I'm the angel. That's fine. I don't know. Okay, so if you were around this cowl, I have 2 gigantic balls of this yarn. It was 200 grams per ball, so 400 grams of yarn. This was one ball. I had said maybe I could make face cloths with it. And then I took that idea to Knit Night, and one of the ladies there said, you could. The only concern that she had, and I'm glad she pointed this out, was that it might be stinky because wet wool stinks. And normally, like, I make washcloths and dishcloths, face cloths and dishcloths for myself, but I usually use cotton. So when I finished the cowl, I was like, I think I have enough for a face cloth. So, and I know I'm not going to need this yarn for another cowl, so I decided to just start knitting and see what happens. So this is my wonky little face cloth. It's very it looks very...
You need to block it almost.
I'm not going to block it though because it's a face cloth. Like, come on. But yes, it is the first dishcloth that I need to block. But so I haven't wet it, so I don't know. But I'm gonna wash it and try it, but it after I put it really close to my mouth. Feel it, it's so soft. Isn't that like
it is?
I think it's gonna be nice as long as it doesn't stink. I think it's gonna stink, so we'll see.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's a face cloth. I don't think it's a dishcloth, it's too soft. But I think it's a face cloth, it's gonna be nice.
But do you really think it will stink? What's the content? Like, how much
50-50.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
You'll
just have stinky face.
So I'm up to 3 whips. Hold on. Okay, funny story time. I actually was going to show this whip this finished object a couple weeks ago at our last podcast. So I finished this at work and I took it out of my work backpack and put it on the edge of my couch as I was walking out the door. And didn't think anything of it. When I came home, my children had used it.
What? Used it?
Yes.
To do what?
To wash the dishes.
Oh.
Now, we have a drawer full of dishcloths right beside the sink. Like, right beside the sink. Instead, as they were walking past the couch this one time, they're like, oh, it looks like Mom knit a brand new dishcloth. I will just take that and I will use it. I came home and it was like on the sink and I'm like, wait, what? I was going to show this on my podcast. So I washed it and then I shook it again. I wasn't going to show it, but I want to because I'm working on another one right now. But this is mercerized cotton. Mercanized cotton.
How do you say that word?
Mercanized. Okay, so I also was like, can you make... I bought this yarn to make placemats years and years and years ago. And I finished like 4 placemats because we used to eat outside on our glass table. And the plates would like scratch the table. I hated it because I have pottery plates. And so I was like, I'm going to make nice placemats. I made 4. I just finished the 4th one. We sold that table. So, cool beans. But I had bought too much of this yarn. And it's just been sitting in my stash because I didn't really know what to do with it. And then, like a couple months ago, I saw somebody knitting dishcloths with it. And I was like, well, if they're doing it, I'm going to try it. It's actually fantastic to wash dishes with it. Yeah. Like if you're familiar with how it feels, it's kind of rope-like. Like it kind of feels, it definitely feels different than cotton. And yeah, but it's quite durable. And this washed quite a few dishes, and it's holding its color and its shape.
I was gonna say it's not wonky like
compared
the other one.
to the wonky donkey dishcloth over here. Like, yeah, I like it. So, I've already started another one, and yeah.
I was gonna say I like the stitch definition on
It's so good. That's actually the person who I saw on Instagram who was knitting it. They used like a kind of a caramel brown color, butterscotchy color, and that was one of the things I noticed in her picture, that the stitch definition is fantastic.
So as I look down at it, all I see is a circle.
The circle of light. I know, not the circle of life.
This is not a circle, but I see a circle.
I know. I can't wait to watch this podcast because it's just going to be me blinking the whole time. I'll be like, oh yeah, because the light was blinding.
The light's necessary, or you would see nothing.
I know, it's so bright. Yeah, so those are my FOs. I feel so accomplished. You know, I sat down with that sweater and I was like, I'm going to weave in every end. It didn't even take me that long. But as soon as I did it, weight off my shoulders. Yeah. Same with the inclinations cowl. Once I just like finished it and seamed it, I was just like, dude, you could have done that instead of procrastinating.
That's how I felt about my tessellated shoulders. I'm like, yeah, I could have done this. Took me no time.
And now that's how you're gonna feel about the sleeves.
Yeah, because I don't think they'll take that long.
The ends on this, for some reason, I don't know why, but it just felt like something I didn't want to do, and so I like was avoiding it. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna have it done before the next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have it done for June 8th, so I'm glad that we postponed. Okay. I brought you something to taste test. Do you have any allergies?
No.
Perfect. I want you to not know what's in this.
I'm scared.
You should be.
Not know what's in the bag? I'm going to close my eyes.
Well, yeah, and see, so I had to work all day. I left my house at 7:30, so I put an ice pack in this. I will give you, it is a chocolate bar, okay?
Okay.
It is a chocolate bar. It is called Fireworks. I'm going to tell you that, okay? And, yeah, I don't want you to see the ingredients. I cannot wait. This is going to be so much fun.
Okay.
So, I'm going to let you taste test, and then I'll tell you about this chocolate bar. Take a piece. Okay. And just let it melt.
Okay, let it melt.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
It'll take a while.
Because it's still frozen.
Are you sure I shouldn't bite it or something?
You bite it.
There are pop rocks in this.
There are pop rocks in it. There are pop rocks in it.
It's crackling.
It is crackling. That's why I put the chocolate bar down, because I was like, I can hear it in her mouth crackling. Interesting, right? So a few years ago, someone on Instagram that I know that lives locally to us had shared about this one and another bar that Cadbury Dairy Milk had made. and it was like May-ish, for like a special limited edition, and it was this one and s'mores, I think, or something. So anyways, she's like, you have to go try it. So she had found it at the dollar store, so I bought one, and I just bought one, right? And I went home and I was like, oh, this is so cool. My kids liked it and I liked it and whatever. I went back, they were gone, sold out. And this was years ago, like I want to say 4 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago. And I told my husband about this bar, and he was away at work, so he didn't get to try the bar, and then I couldn't find them anywhere. And I looked every dollar store that we stopped at for months trying to find this bar. Well, in March, my husband went on a ski trip with my kid, and they stopped somewhere to get gas, and they went in, and this bar was there. They bought it, and he was like, he's like, hey, yeah. So on the way home, we stopped at the gas station. There was the fireworks Cadbury bar. And I was like, you found it? He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And he goes, oh, we ate it. And we only bought one. And I'm like, what? I have been dreaming about this thing for 5 years. And he's like, well, I wasn't sure it was the one that you had talked about. And I'm like, when in doubt, wait it out and let me have some.
Or buy two just in case.
Buy two just in case. He's like, I feel terrible. I'm like, you should. So then we were shopping at Sobeys together. And I still don't understand how he managed to do this. But he found these in Sobeys and snuck them into the cart. And he also snuck in my favorite drinks. And I was there with him the entire time. Like, I am oblivious, apparently, to things. Like, he was carrying the little handcart, but like, I'm like, what was I doing that I didn't see? Then we got home, and he unpacked the groceries, and he had stacked my favorite iced tea drinks and these up on the counter. And I walked to the counter, and I was like, what? Where did you find those? He's like, in Sobeys, while you were obliviously shopping. So he bought a couple, but I have since bought, like, I don't even want to tell you how many. Let's not talk about it.
That's like me and my blue Sour Patch Kids.
Right? I know that they're going away, so yeah. The other day they were on sale, and I'm like, does this mean that they're leaving? I better buy 3.
They're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
if it's
an
interesting sensation.
It's an interesting sensation. And the best part is, like, when my husband and I are watching TV together, and we're both eating it, it's like...
Turn the TV up.
Yeah, just... It's weird. Yeah, so if you see a firework bar, try it. You're welcome.
I might have to go get some.
There's your public service announcement.
Yes.
What else you got?
Patterns.
Yeah.
So I only have 2 saved, and I don't even have a link saved. Now I have to go find them in my Ravelry. So this thing.
What is it?
That's what I'd like to know.
It's I-cord.
But is it?
Yes. It's an I-cord necklace.
So I saw this and I was like,
yes,
interesting concept.
It's an I-cord necklace. I bet you
a knitted accessory. And it's called 7 Circles. And you make 7 circles of different lengths. And then layer them, I guess. And then in the pattern, she's like, once you've basically learned how to do this, you could modify it and make it your own and decide however many circles you want to make. And like, yeah, like this one has.
Are they attached?
That's not it. That's something else.
That's all the same.
Oh, here. This person shows what it looks like.
Oh. Maybe it's not I-cord. No, it's got to be I-cord.
No, it's not.
What?
But it rolls because it's knitted and doesn't have.
Oh.
So
I think you could just do I-cord.
I guess, and just wrap it around and around, but then it might strangle you like a noose. This one, so you'd put it on, and then the back is this part, the top part, and then the front is all the different layers.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either.
I feel like, though, that's something that you would see at Fashion Week, and it'd be worth millions of dollars.
I don't like how the back looks.
I don't like how the back looks either.
Well, look at from the back view. I don't love that.
No, it looks weird.
It's a little weird.
No, I don't like it.
But I just thought it was an interesting concept, like how she's created this accessory out of circles.
I love it.
What is this one?
Bracelet.
Oh.
Ew. I don't know. It looks weird.
So somebody's made it into that's what it looks like.
I think I would just like I-cord bracelets versus the like. I wonder how it wears too. Like, does it like? And it would like, especially a bracelet. I'd get it icky. It'd be wet.
I would be like, this is cumbersome and hot. Yeah. I don't know.
And nobody wants cumbersome and hot.
It's just an interesting
it is
idea.
Very interesting.
What is this one?
Oh, she made it with like a boucle, like some sort of fun yarn, like a lace yarn, like a what is that? Roomba. She made it with Roomba yarn. I don't know if you heard that.
It's like tampons on a string. Like
it really does.
But like the finished product is interesting.
Ruined. What if it was white and red?
Oh.
This got real bad real fast.
Why we're talking about uncircumcised penises today and tampons. Okay. Here.
It looks like popcorn.
Yeah, it's like a popcorn necklace.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's very artsy.
It is. A certain kind of person could wear it that's not me.
And walking down like a runway. Yeah. A certain kind of person, not Debbie.
It's just an interesting thing. Like, I saw it pop up. I'm like, this is really interesting.
Well, I also have an interesting, maybe not as interesting as the tampon necklace. But, okay, so mine is called Noteworthy by Hunter Hammerson. And it is, let me see if I can find a better picture. It is a piece of notebook paper.
That's cute.
Yes, and so
you can
put pins on it, or I'm trying to find it like by itself. Yeah, and so it's quite thick, I think. I thought it was so cute. I love the idea of the pins on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to collect your stuff.
Oh, you could make it a pocket.
You could make it a pocket and put stuff in it.
Yeah.
I believe that's what
that's showing.
That is? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, cute.
So cute.
Like an e-reader.
Yeah, and she said that she uses like there was like a thing about, it's designed for any gauge, but she's like, something about it being a little bit thicker so that it holds its shape a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and is it free? No, it is not free. It's not free.
It's cute though.
It is cute. Do you know that?
Well, I do, but apparently I didn't actually save it, so now I gotta go find it. And I realize now that it's because I saw a picture on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't populate to my iPad, but it's on my phone, which is recording, so that's okay.
Okay, well, I can share my next one.
Yeah, you do that.
My next one is the Mono Sweater by Anne Wenzel. I seen this pop up before she was doing, like, it wasn't released yet. I love the minute, the ring light is
annoying.
It's so annoying. Okay.
Over this way?
Yeah, maybe.
No.
I like the details on the shoulder. Like, it's just such a small detail. What happened there? Oh, my
Your phone went dark.
It's such a small detail, but like, it's kind of cool. Like, you can see it looks like stitching to me.
Yeah.
But she did one that's, maybe it's not on here. It was white with black stitching. She did a black with white stitching. I loved the white with the black stitching, and even the brown one. I thought, what a nice way to like make a sweater a little bit like pop without being too much.
I like the brown better.
I like the brown better. I like the one that's on, I'm going to actually bring it up on Instagram. It's funny because she just shared it on, I think it might be white with blue. She's been posting a lot about it because she just released that one and one other pattern.
So is that stitching applied after? Or we don't know?
I love your questions. I have no answers.
Well, that's okay.
This one's like, this is the one she just shared. It's lime green.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. But
And it's short sleeve.
And it's short sleeve, yeah. I feel like I lied to you guys because now I can't find the white one. But maybe it was a tester. Could have been a tester. And then, so the other sweater that she is right now also is the Mimi, which has kind of a similar idea, but with stripes. And then it's carried through the whole thing. I don't love this color combo. And a few of her color combos aren't really me. But I did see one recently that I was like, okay, I would wear that. This is kind of
fun.
It's kind of cute. Yeah. Yeah, something a little different. I really like her designs. There's a few that this one too, I think it's called the Grape Sweater. I've wanted to talk about this one on the podcast as well because, I don't know, I really like her designs. And I like how the fit is across the, like it's got a little bit of positive ease. Yeah. But it looks square. Whereas we were talking about this, yours, you think you might need a more rounded yoke. Yeah. The bird is
loud.
Bird is loud.
You probably don't hear it, but we do. So it was the Pop Rock top by Tana's Fiber Arts.
No way. After I give you a chocolate bar with Pop Rocks in it?
I know. So I can remember if we had talked about this before at any point because it's very close to the Rocket Tee.
No, but I wanted to talk to you about this.
But I saw this person's test on Instagram and I loved it.
What is the difference?
I think it's the shoulder construction.
Because I seen it and I was like, isn't that the Rocket Tee?
I know, they're very close. But the shoulder...
Because the blue one there is the Rocket, right?
No, that's the Pop Rock.
Oh.
This is the Rocket Tee.
Okay.
That's the Pop Rock.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what the difference is exactly. They look very similar.
So similar. I actually think she talked about this on...
She probably did, but I think it might be the shoulder construction. So look at how the shoulder is on, this is the Pop Rock Tee.
I was going to see if I can find the post, but my internet is not interneting.
And then let's look at the Rocket Tee and see, this is more of a raglan, I think. That's why. And yeah.
But same fibers. It looks very similar.
Very similar in like the striping with, I think it's mohair or Surrey or something, and fingering weight. But I'm pretty sure it's just all about the shoulder because the Rocket Tee is a raglan, I believe, and this one is not. I need to find like details on it. Oh, here. 5 years ago, I published my Rocket Tee pattern, which featured a beautiful V-neck I-cord edging and was knit by striping merino and mohair for a light as air ethereal knit. For my Pop Rock pullover, I kept all of those beautiful details, but switched up the construction and added a long sleeve option. Couldn't be happier with this new take on an old fave. So it is just about construction and having the option for longer sleeves. So the shoulder is different. Yeah. And here's the long sleeve version. I just really liked that one Instagram post, like the of that test. It's very subtle difference, like her fingering weight looks like it's speckled, but just like it's very subtle in the color difference. So I like that.
So I had more, but my internet's not working for some reason. It's weird. It will not pull up.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. It's on my phone. Like it's not even like I'm connected to Wi-Fi. So weird.
Weird.
Okay. Oh well. I'll talk about them another day.
Yeah, I have no more. No more patterns.
something about, maybe it's just Ravelry. It says there can't be a secure connection.
Oh,
weird. Let me see if I can try it on my, because I saved them all. Nope. Okay.
It's not working there either?
No.
That's strange.
So weird. All good. All right.
So, Prairie Fibre Festival was this past weekend.
At Olds.
In Olds. And then we did a giveaway for that. And then, because I think that was like the last time we podcasted was when we talked about that. Yeah. But since then, the class has opened up for fall Prairie Fibre in Lacombe, and we registered for a class.
We did. The same class, actually. I'm really excited about it.
What's it called?
Illuminated wet felt bowl.
Yeah, we get to go felt bowls.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see. It's a 3-hour-long class.
Well, I'm assuming we're going to come away with a finished object after that.
And maybe a snack. Maybe there'll be a snack in it.
Maybe a snack. It's earlier in the morning, too.
It's 9.
I think it goes an hour past opening or something. Anyway, Lori sent us pins because that's how you get in to the festival. Mm-hmm. But we also get entry with our class.
Yes.
So now we have another giveaway.
Yeah.
I don't know when that giveaway will happen because...
It's not until September.
Yeah, it's not till September.
Yeah.
But...
Maybe we'll put some other things together.
Over the summer.
Yeah. Ooh,
and...
Summer Sizzling giveaway.
Yeah. If you want access to the Lacombe Festival, we will have that.
Yes.
And it will be fun.
It will be fun. I have a funny story.
Okay.
That I wrote a note about to share. So the other day, I had to go shopping. I had to get new clothes. Ooh, my internet's working, so I can show the patterns in a minute. Anyways, I bought jean shorts, and I had these other jean shorts that I've worn for a long time. And sometimes the zipper, the fly, goes open. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Whatever. I didn't know why. But anyways, I had brand new jean shorts on, and I sat down. My husband was sitting across from me outside on our deck, and he's like, "Your fly's open." And I was like, "Oh." So I zipped up my zipper, and I sat back down. And he goes, "Do you not know how to work a zipper?" And I'm like, "Yes." What is that supposed to mean? And then he proceeds to blow my fucking mind. He says, "You zipped up your zipper and left the thing up." I'm like, okay. He's like, "You flip it down and then it won't come undone again. That's how zippers work, Brandie." And I'm like, what?
I'm wearing jeans.
I am today years old, and I didn't know that a zipper worked like that. So that's why my
Did you Google this?
I didn't Google it, but I've been purposefully putting my thing down after I go to the bathroom.
Really?
Yes. And my zipper, I don't have an open fly.
I think he's pulling your leg.
I think he's right.
Really? Yes. And I'm like, no.
Yes, I have been purposely. Okay, internet people,
let's.
What
Google.
are you gonna Google?
I don't know. Zipper pull.
Magic
up.
It's not gonna tell you.
Will make zipper fall down. Question mark?
Oh my god, Google's gonna be like, what the truck? Yes. A zipper pull that is up and being pulled upward should make the zippers close and stay closed, not fall down. If your zipper keeps falling down, it's likely due to a worn out slider. Okay, that doesn't really answer our question.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I've been testing the theory out, and I can tell you so far for a whole week I have not had an open fly.
I just don't believe this.
Do your own research.
I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna use ChatGPT. It knows everything.
Or you could try leaving your thing up and see what happens.
Well, I guess I'm home a lot, so I can do that at home. Interesting theory.
Right? How? I did not know this. So yeah, I was like, I need to share this with the podcasters, and I want if you know about this, if you were smarter than I am, I knew that you're supposed to put the little toggle thing down. To keep
Or he's pulling her leg and wanting her to share it on here so she looks like a fool.
He doesn't know I'm sharing it on here.
He knows you will.
I don't know he does. He probably thinks I forgot because I'm like a freaking spaghetti strainer lately with my brain. Just I can't remember anything.
Do you want to share more patterns?
Oh, yeah. See, it couldn't even remember that it worked again. Yes, it is. Okay. Do you ever see something on Instagram and then you see it on Ravelry and you don't like it on Ravelry because whoever made it on Instagram, like the colors or the way they photographed it, maybe. Okay, so this is the thing. This is called the Dune Pullover by Hand Ribbon, and I'm going to see if I can get it on Instagram because I just realized that I don't love the pictures. I don't love the pictures there. Yeah. This is what it looks like. I love the collar. I don't love the color in the Ravelry pictures, which is weird. See, it's like...
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you were holding up there, it looked like her hair was a hood.
It does look like her hair was a hood.
I thought it was a hood.
Let's see if I can... It's not a
But
hood.
I really like the collar.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to show you this one more time.
That's easier to tell.
And then I'll show you the Ravelry.
Oh. I don't like that as much.
No. And
that one's a little
bit better, but it looks really preppy in these photos where it didn't look preppy on her.
It looks more cozy on her.
And this is the... And like, I don't even know what that is. I don't think so. You mean the collar?
Like, the collar and the
I have ribbing? No idea.
Because it kind of looks like two colors. But maybe that's just the yarn.
No, I don't think so. I think it's the yarn because it's Trio 1 is a 50% linen, cotton, and bamboo.
Oh, okay.
Oh. The pullover itself is knitted with 3 strands held together.
Wow. Like an Aran weight?
It's a double hem. I thought it says double hem. So I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was a cute design.
I like the collar.
Then let's see if I can get the last one up. I feel like everybody's probably seen this. It's by Tori Yu, and it's her new Nolita tank. It is so simple yet so striking. I love that she used a different color to do the here. And I'm assuming it was a tester because this was just released, used like a Nori yarn. So it color changes in itself. She used the color change and then used a solid, and it actually looked quite striking. It's a little bit busier than I really like the non-busy look with the thing, but it was really pretty. I love it. And I love the neckline, and I think you'd be pretty confidently be able to wear a bra with that.
Yes.
That's something that I think about a lot with tanks is I want to be able to wear a bra. This is a little bit skinny. Yeah, those are my 4. Those are that. Yeah.
I just have books now.
Me too.
I don't have a wish list.
I don't have a wish list either. I am reading right now The Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. And I started it 4 days ago. Have you read it?
No. It's on my list.
So, I got it on Libby, and I had 3 weeks to read it or whatever, and I procrastinated. And now I have 4 days left to read it. I'm halfway done, and I'm normally a quick reader, but 1, my life is like a hot mess express, and I don't have a lot of time to read. But 2, the times I do have to read, usually is right before bed, or early in the morning, and I don't have a lot of time to read. And this book is so far, I'm about 50% done. It is amazing, but it is written in a very unique way, and there is so much information given that I just I am finding myself going back and rereading an entire chapter. When I say an entire chapter, most of the chapters are like a page and a half. There's I'm already on chapter 192 or something like that. Jesus. And it's broken into sections as well by year. And when you start, I didn't even know what I was reading. I'm like, I read the first 6 chapters and I'm like, I didn't even know what I just read. Like, it was so bizarre. But even in that first 6 chapters, I'm like, but I'm hooked. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm so hooked. It's so good. And it's written so uniquely that I'm just, the way the information is shared, it has me hooked. And it's a serial kill. The description was like serial killer life story kind of thing. And it's very interesting. It's a very, yeah. So I'm 50% done. And I have a couple days to finish it. And I'm like, I have to finish it because if I don't finish it and it goes back, I'll have to start all over. I can't. It's not a book I can pick up again in 2 weeks. And it has a long wait list on Libby. So
I still don't have it. Like, yeah. It's been on my list for a while.
It came up right when I got this new job. And I said, no, give it to me in 2 weeks or whatever. And I'm glad I did because I probably wouldn't have read it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I highly recommend it even though I'm not finished it yet.
I keep yawning.
Really, yeah.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
It's good. He has other books, and now I'm like, oh my god, he has other books. But the other thing is, I keep dreaming about it. So like this morning I woke up and I like had vivid dreams about the book, and there's like kidnapping and stuff. So it's a little bit creepy. It's a lot creepy actually. I don't want to ruin it too much, but like one of the main characters who was kidnapped is kept in the dark. That's the whole Colors in the Dark. He's kept like literally in pitch black. Yeah. So
interesting.
Yeah, it's very.
Well, I'm gonna leave it on my list.
Books like this always have me like questioning how the author came up with this idea, and how and just the way he's writing it is so unique and so like complicated. Like even as a writer to be able to write like this and to put this amount of detail into these chapters that are written in such a way that it's like it's chronological but it's not. And yeah, I'm like, this man is so talented. Yeah.
I think that book was it's a book club book for somebody, Reese or Oprah, one of them.
Maybe.
And I remember seeing, I think it was Oprah, because on Instagram, she was like, after she read it, she sent it to everybody she knows because she loved it so much. And then there was video of her, because this is like not in touch with reality really, but Oprah lives in Hawaii half the year. And she was like out on the beach with the copies of the book, walking down the beach and handing it out to people and be like, read this book.
No way.
Because it was so good. And I think that's why I put it on my list like last year or something.
Okay, well the Libby copy has a sticker that says read with Jenna on it. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So when you said that, I'm like, there's a sticker on it. And I know sometimes it says Oprah's Book Club or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it says read with Jenna. I don't know who Jenna is, but cool.
I don't know.
But he has other books, and like there's one that it says author of on here, We Begin at the End. And I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to read him again.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. Well, last podcast, you had talked about Lauren Blakely and asked if I had ever read her books. And I had not. And since then, I am now on number 5. So I just like read them, the series. She has many others, but this series is the Love and Hockey series. So the first one was the boyfriend goal, and then the romance line. And so it's all like friends, with different hockey players. And then there's one standalone, which is my favorite holiday, which is one of the girlfriends, like one of the female friends of the group, with not a hockey player, but her billionaire boss. So it's still part of the same series, but not, because it's not the Love and Hockey. That's why it's a standalone.
Right.
And now I'm just started the Girlfriend Zone, which is like basically number 4 of the Love and Hockey, but it's number 5 in the series of the Friends.
Okay. Well, I started the proposal play. So I read the boyfriend goal, And then I read the romance line, which I really liked the romance line. And then I liked the characters in that one. And then I started the proposal play, which I stopped reading in order to finish the Chris Whittaker book. I very rarely read 2 books at the same time. In fact, the only time I've ever really done it is for book club. Like the Dutch House. I read that with something else because I couldn't handle it. It is hard for me to read 2 books at the same time. So I have put that one down. But I was reading the proposal play because I didn't have the brain capacity to read. Also, my Kobo takes 10 minutes to turn on. Like, I'm not even kidding. And my Kindle is just like, dink, it's on. So I'm reading the proposal play on my Kindle and the other one on my Kobo. And like, sometimes I don't have 10 minutes. Like, sometimes I'm just going to the bathroom for 3 and I want to read a chapter. And I don't have 10 minutes to wait for my Kobo to open up.
I get it.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this before, but like, we are halfway through June. Okay.
You still haven't plugged yours in yet?
I've charged it 1 time since Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm at 20. I have 29% battery left. Like, that's crazy.
I have definitely charged my
battery
more than once, but the battery is insane.
It's insane.
When I went to Jamaica, I took my Kobo because I didn't have a Kindle yet, and I charged my Kobo every night.
I have to charge my Kobo every night if I'm reading. Like actively reading on it. I have to charge it every night. Right now, I think it's dead in my nightstand because I haven't read on it.
I think I could go a week with my Kindle and not, like, on vacation and, like, read a lot. And it would be fine.
For sure. Well, I read on every day because I'm reading these books like crazy. Now, I just want to talk about the holiday book because you won't read it because it's Christmas. And then I was like...
I might read it.
You know, okay, seriously, though.
Don't read it?
I really don't think that you'll like the amount of Christmas. So at first I was like, it's not really that bad. It really does focus on the story. No, it got more Christmassy as it went on to the point where...
But is this Fable's story?
Yes.
But I want to read Fable's story.
I know.
I don't want it to be a Christmas story.
It is so...
Christmas sucks.
She loves... Okay, Fable loves Christmas, and so does... What's his name that she's with?
They both love Christmas? It's not even like a Christmas and a Grinch story? Come on.
They both love Christmas. And the majority, like half the book is them at the chalet because Fable's sister's getting married and wanted a Christmas Eve wedding. So it's all, and then they in the leading up to the wedding, there's the town puts on a Christmas competition and people have to do different things every day, like tree decorating contest, gingerbread decorating contest.
This sounds like the Megan Quinn Grinchmas Scrooge, what Neighbor Who Stole Christmas. I don't know, whatever it was. I'm not reading it.
I love Christmas, but this was too much because there was a reference at one point where she was like, he made me sing "Come All Ye Faithful" or something like that. No. In reference to her O's. Yes. No. Yes. It was bad. And I'm like, this is a horrible thing to read. Like,
I will not be reading Fable's story.
And another thing.
So gross.
So, yes. And there was a scene with...
Did she understand that that's a biblical song? Come all ye faithful.
Mm-hmm. And then there was a scene with a large red satin ribbon and being wrapped up like a present. And then there was another one with Christmas lights and being a Christmas tree. And I don't think that'd be sexy. I'm wrapped up in Christmas lights.
Oh my god, this might be a too much share, but remember a few months ago when I screenshotted in that group because someone shared in a group this book that is written. I have not read it, so I don't know, but it is some book that is written and they screenshotted or they took a shot of like a paragraph and there is a spicy scene with a candy cane. No, you remember? I was like, what am I reading?
This didn't have any candy canes in it.
Thank God.
But he did buy something and bring it that was Rudolph. He pulled it out of a drawer, and it was reindeer.
Thank you for the heads up. I will not be reading this book.
So just all those little things together took it way too far for Christmas for me. I was like, you could love Christmas without having to throw all the themed stuff in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Cool.
A little much.
I also read, because it came up on my Libby, I've been waiting for it, The Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. Did you read it?
No. I haven't read that one yet.
If you're familiar with Ali Hazelwood, she's a romance writer. She kind of writes a couple of different things, but mostly STEM, women in STEM. And this is it's kind of funny. Like this book, I liked it, but it's interesting because she throws a twist in, that they're athletes. She's a diver and, he's a swimmer, fast swimmer. I don't know. I forget the word. But anyways, so there's like that element, but then of course it's also she's studying in STEM. So it was pretty good. I liked it. There's a lot of not all of her books, but some of her books have a lot of like emotional hang-ups that the characters are working through, and these guys definitely have some major things that are happening in their lives, especially the female characters. So heavier romance book.
Mm-hmm. Ones that are not just feel-good Christmas stories.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel good about the Christmas story.
I don't anymore. It was...
It's fair.
It was an ick.
Okay.
They gave me icks.
Nobody wants an ick.
Lots of them. Come on, you
That's
faithful.
Fair. And I just can't wait until Christmas when you're hanging up your Christmas lights and yeah.
I get flashbacks to this book.
Yeah. That's fair. Anything else?
No.
Me neither.
That's all.
That's all she wrote. Okay. It's good to see you guys. We'll see you in maybe a couple weeks.
We'll figure out our lives.
Yeah. Summer, we might record a little bit less than summer, but we'll be around. Don't worry. The giggles will keep coming. Oh, gross. I apologize. The romance references were just... Now I can't. Oh, yuck. All right. I'm going to try and not blink.
Not to blink?
Well, because you always take those pictures.
Okay. Okay, we will focus on smiling.